Good evening. Nick here from VolumeProfileTrader.com on Thursday, October 20th. So let's just jump right in. Today, the market, we started off higher, pretty much closed flat on the session, but we had an early sell-off this morning. We opened up around 10:12 on the S&P futures contract, sold off, and what do you know? We bounced right at the point of control that I've been talking about for really since this market's been in consolidation at these higher levels. So what are we experiencing now? We are experiencing more of the same basically. It's a buy the dips and sell the rips mentality right now, and we're in a pretty tight range over the last couple of days. Not much really to do other than to keep your profits by basically taking profits and to not, overexpose yourself to any market fluctuations one way or the other. So today, I created a video which I ended up deleting, basically watching this bottom form around noon, 12:15, and I had a recording for about 20-25 minutes, and I ended up deleting it because, it was just taking too long, and I knew no one wanted to watch 25 minutes of me commentating on watching a bottom form. And, sure enough, it ended up being a really nice move. But, for longer-term traders that have a bigger time frame other than an afternoon's worth of a rally, we're really seeing nothing new. And we need to watch these lower highs being printed, this 1216 level. If buyers want to really see it go above there, test 1225 and ultimately break out. But there really isn't much new, everyone. And there are stocks that are working. And members, I'm going to take you for our nightly session tonight. We have a few stocks that are still working nicely, and I'm sure you guys are anxious to get over to there. But as far as the broad market, the S&P 500, we're in no man's land. We're still in buyer's territory. Every day that goes by becomes more attractive because basically potential sellers are selling and they're being absorbed, which is good news. The bad news is there's always the risk that if this thing breaks down, there will be, we have all these buyers, and if they're still long, they're keeping their winnings, and they're probably looking at this same level, similar level, 1190, 1200 on the S&P, and that's kind of their stopping point. And let's say we break down to the downside, we're going to see probably a lot more selling pressure, and I wouldn't be surprised to test the 1150, 1140 range on the S&P. And you don't want to hold, for 4 or 5% move to the downside for the market for no reason. So basically, right now we're at the October's point of control, this purple line. That's basically capping the rallies for the last couple days. And the composite's point of control, which is for the last 3 months, is 1195. That's holding the rallies, and that's keeping the buyers intact. That's keeping the buyers in control of the market. But there are sellers in this market. It makes sense to take some money off the table, but ultimately, as long as the composite point of control is below price, you have to have a bias to the upside. So this is just the S&P 500. Members, tonight we're going to go over our stocks that are still working. I'll see you there.